You're not your usual cheerful self, Elder Isaac. You're not smiling and clearly not in the mood for telling jokes. What's the matter?
Ever since I joined this ministry 3 years ago, you've always been cheerful and jovial until this very moment. Tell us what the matter is, Granddad.
Would you like us to go somewhere and talk? The council room, perhaps?
I'm coming with you, Helda and Granddad. I have some time to spare.
That's very kind of you.
You look like you're the one on trial today, Granddad, and Helda is the plaintiff.
Very much so, my children. I was at Manga's office for a brief chat not long ago.
Are you in any kind of trouble with him?
Before I went up to see him, I wasn't. But now I am, without any regrets whatsoever. How did you get into trouble with him? After hearing the case involving Okan and Manga, my concerns about Manga were confirmed. He needs to show greater sincerity and transparency, qualities essential in both personal dealings and many responsibility entrusted to us.
Could you tell us what actually happened between the two of you?
I was coming to that. I went up to Manga's office to advise him not to punish Okan in any way and to drop the matter altogether. You know what he did to me? He ordered me out of his office.
You're lucky he didn't do something worse to you. Cheer up, Granddad. It's not the end of the world.
No, it isn't, but that did bring back memories. What memories? In my childhood, growing up under the watchful eyes of true men and women of God, what Manga did would have been unthinkable. His secrecy, lack of transparency, and all that. I seed.
I wish I was around in your days to have witnessed that sort of Christianity. Things are steadily going downhill now, are they not?
Those were days of true reverence, of fear and accountability. Now many turn the church into a one-man show with no guilt or remorse. I'm tired of this life. If it can't improve, it will only get worse. Is everything all right, Pastor? Have I done something wrong? Guilty conscience. That's what it's called. Your conscience is accusing you, isn't it? You know you've done something wrong. I would like to know what it is, and my apologies in advance. It's not a matter of rendering an apology. It's a matter of taking action. What action is it specifically, Pastor? I shouldn't hesitate to take it. Have you written to Okon? No, you haven't. I can see the answer on your face. What are you waiting for? You haven't given me the go-ahead to do so, sir. What sort of go-ahead are you waiting for? You saw how audaciously Okon spoke to me that day. Do you want to encourage him further? What disciplinary action are we looking at, sir? You can't use your discretion, can you? Must I spell it out to you? Must I play the role of council chairman in addition to mine? Can you give me a day or two to think about it, sir? Yeah, can I give you a day or two to think about what? Are you that incompetent? Pastor, if we dismiss him from his job, it might not go down well with many of the council's members. You don't go to that extent initially, but it should come to that eventually. I guess you're talking about suspending him. That will raise as much protest as dismissing him outright. Why are you so mindful and fearful of the consequences? This ministry is mine, and there's nothing much anyone can do about my decisions. Many people would think differently, sir. They'd have the mindset that a ministry belongs to its members rather than to an individual. Nobody can usurp my position or power. I make decisions in this ministry, and everyone must comply by them. You're right, generally speaking, but this is a very sensitive situation that might and can trip you up. Don't worry about that. Serve Mr. Okon a letter of suspension within the next 7 days, and let's get on with our lives. What happens after the 3 months suspension period? We will discuss. You don't wait for the 3 months to elapse. You should follow it with a dismissal letter a week or two before the expiration of the suspension period. Now, go and do as you've been instructed.
Hi, boss. Not having lunch today?
Lunch is the last thing on my mind.
And what's the reason for that?
Manga is searing my conscience with the hot iron of his ego.
Stop talking like manga and talk plainly to me.
I like your humor, but I can't afford to subscribe to it right now.
What's manga done to you, or rather, what have you done to him?
Our pastor has a very dark heart, and that's the truth about him.
He's very unforgiving, I know. He's the most unforgiving man I've ever known.
The most annoying thing about Manga is he'll never accept it when he's wrong. Everyone else is wrong, apart from him. The most annoying thing about Manga is he'll never accept it when he's wrong. Everyone else is wrong, apart from him.
I perceive you're talking in connection with poor Mr. Okan?
Yes, I am. Can you believe it? He's asking me to suspend the poor man.
No, that shouldn't be. The decision whether to suspend Okan or not should be made by the disciplinary council members only.
I understand. Correct. What Manga is implying is that the council's members are impotent, that they're members in name only.
He shouldn't be allowed to degrade and trample on us.
I agree.
If he can overrule our decisions, and he might as well dissolve the council, because there's no need for it. I've never been in your office before, Mr. Okan. It's a shame I have to be here today.
It isn't a shame. You've never had any need to be in my office before, have you?
I'm just a messenger under duress, I should say, to deliver this letter to you.
Right, let's see your letter. Stop crying. Don't bear guilt that's not yours. Crass incompetence, typical of Pastor Manga. How could he suspend me without mentioning the grounds for suspension?
Helda is raked with guilt. He couldn't bring himself to sign it.
I know that Helda is a gentleman who wouldn't hurt a fly. He's just an order taker, isn't he?
Helda has nothing against you, Okan. Absolutely nothing. And he'd never have taken the decision to suspend you. It was Manga's.
I perfectly understand what you've said, Miss Titus. But I need to say it here and now that I have one problem with Helda.
What is it?
He's not firm enough for my liking. He lets Manga push him around like a child. He's a peace-loving man, quite all right, but sometimes he needs to speak up and prove to Manga that he's not a weakling.
Fear of dismissal, that's the problem. Helda is a family man with 2 kids. He can't afford to lose his job. His family will be doomed.
Is his wife not working?
No, she isn't. She's a full-time housewife and completely dependent on him.
Sometimes I wonder why Manga gets away with his wicked acts. I pray that the judgment of God catches up with him sooner than later.
Don't worry, there'll always be a day of reckoning for everyone. Manga's cup will soon be full and running over with the wrath of God.
You're very early to church, Chairman Helda, and you're eager to get inside to hear words of righteousness from unrighteous lips.
Let God be the judge, Elder Isaac. That's all I can say.
Is it really true what I heard? Can you tell me it's no rumor?
It depends on what you heard. Rumor mongers haven't overfed your ears, have they?
Who is a greater sinner? A rumor monger or the oppressive and unjust? Has the innocent man been suspended?
Yes, Mr. Okan has been suspended.
And you couldn't do anything to stop it?
No, I couldn't have done anything to stop it. It was too late. It's not like that. Pastor Manga's my boss and I go by what he says.
If Manga came to your house and decided to take your wife away like a takeaway meal, would you go by his decision?
That would be a different ball game.
No, it wouldn't. You'd stand by his injustice and decision and watch him carry your for wife away. Just because he's your boss, you forget something. God is not man, and he stands for justice and equity.
Can we talk after the service, Elder Isaac? I need to get inside.
Of course, Held. You get inside and enjoy yourself. I won't be attending the service. I've changed my mind.
Why? Why did you leave your home in the first place if you were going to skip the service?
I didn't leave home to miss the service, but I've changed my mind. My spirit feels stifled. Before I go, please call a general meeting and let everyone speak freely. Don't fear consequences for the council.
Hi, Yinka. This is Chris Manga.
Hello, Chris. How are you doing?
Fine. Listen, I'm having to cancel my order. Don't go ahead with it.
Why not? That would be a big disruption to the arrangements I've already made.
I'll have to cancel, I'm afraid.
That's bad practice, considering the fact that we have just 2 weeks to the delivery date. What's the reason for the cancellation?
It's personal, you don't need to know. I don't go about telling my personal story to any and everyone.
That's not a very pleasant reply, Chris. It's not considerate either. I thought you were a perfect gentleman when you contacted me initially because you sounded so...
Even perfect gentlemen change their minds, like everyone else. What's wrong in that?
You may not see anything wrong in that, but we run a business here and our concierge schedules are determined by customers' orders. Lack of finance is the most common reason why customers cancel their orders. Is that the case with you?
That's a rather intrusive question. If I were to affirm it, would you look for a solution for me?
Chris, you have to understand that yours was a late order which we tried our best to accommodate. Bear in mind that it would be a bit of a struggle for us to fill. Why would you add to stress by canceling it?
I see it's difficult for you to accept it when customers change their mind.
No, that's not the point. The point is, you had this cancelled earlier, not 2 weeks to the order fulfillment date.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't told that initially, was I?
Anyway, the penalty for late cancellation is £20.
You're looking for free money. Go and jump in the lake. Really?
Thanks for your rudeness, Mr. Chris. You've certainly been blacklisted and will never transact any biz with you in future.